fact, students, now we'll be doing the most important scene of the entire Merchant of Venice, the trial scene, the climax scene, where you come across all the important characters like Portia, Bassanio, Antonio, Gratiano, Nerissa, Shylock, Saverio, everybody's here. And how Portia, disguised as Balthazar, will be saving Antonio from the clutches of Shylock. The scene is all about that. Let's begin. Enter the Duke. The scene takes place at the court of Venus. Enter the Duke, the merchants, Antonio, Bassanio, Gratiano, Saverio, and officers of the court. Duke, what is Antonio here? Is Antonio here? Antonio, ready? So please, your grace. Yes, my grace, I'm here. Duke, I'm sorry for thee. I'm sorry for you, Antonio. Thou art come to answer a stony adversary. You have come here to answer to a stony enemy. Adversary means enemy. An enemy in the form of Shylock, who's got a heart made of stone. He's a cruel-hearted person. An inhuman wretch. He's an inhuman person. He doesn't have any mercy. Incapable of pity. He's a person who does not have any kind of pity in his heart. Void and empty from any dram of mercy. He doesn't have an ounce of mercy. He's void of any kind of mercy. Void means empty. And Job, I've heard your grace has taken great pains to qualify this rigorous course. I know your grace, you have taken great pains to make him soften his heart. Shylock, this rigorous course, this legal procedure, you have to undertake this entire legal procedure, and you have come here, I'm thankful to you. But since his stance obdurate, since Antonio's stance obdurate. Obdurate means when a person refuses to change his opinion, that person is known as obdurate. Remains obdurate means remains hard-hearted. I do oppose my patience to his fury. I am going to match his fury, his anger with my patience. And I am armed to suffer with a quietness of spirit. And I am equipped to suffer this entire legal course with a kind of quietness in my spirit. The very tyranny and rage of this. And that will be my armor of patience, armor of quietness, to match his tyranny, match his dictatorship, match his cruel-hearted nature and anger. You go on and call the Jew into the court. Call Shylock into the court. Saverio is ready at the door. Here comes my lord. He is ready, and here he comes. Enter the villain, Shylock. Duke, make room and let him stand before our face. Let him stand in front of us. Shylock, the world thinks, everybody here thinks, and I think so too, and I'm included in that, everybody, that thou but leadest this passion of thy malice to the last hour of fact, that you are continuing with this act of malice or negativity or evilness till the last moment when you will suddenly show mercy to Antonio. He is trying to melt Shylock's heart. And then it's thought, thou wilt show thy mercy and remorse, more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty. And suddenly you will show a strange quality of mercy, which will be as strange as the element of cruelty of extracting a pound of flesh from somebody's desired part of body you are showing right now. And where thou now exact a penalty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh, thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touch with human gentleness and love, forgive the multitude of the principle. And I think right now you have designed for a pound of Antonius' flesh, but a time will come when you will totally forgive him. This poor merchant who has suffered humongous amount of losses, you will forgive him, and not only you will spare his life, you will also grant him a sum of his principal amount that he took as a loan from you. And you show that with human gentleness and love. Glancing an eye of pity on his losses. You will glance an eye of pity, you will show him kindness, considering his losses. That half of late so burdened on his back, and the burden of his loss is huddled, is totally burdening his back. In order to press a royal merchant down and pluck commiseration of his state, and you will show sympathy. Commiseration means sympathy on him. From brassy bosoms and rough heart of flints from stubborn Turks and Tartars, this kind of condition of Antonio will invoke mercy even from a man whose heart is made of brass, even from a hard-hearted man than you, even from the barbaric Turks and Tartars. The Turks were known as very barbaric and cruel tribe. Even they will show mercy on Antonio, so why shouldn't you? To office of tender courtesy will expect a gentle answer, Jew. The Tartars and the Turks will show mercy upon him, so we also expect a gentle response from you, Shylock. I have possessed your grace of what I purpose. I have already told you what I desire. And by our holy Sabbath have I sworn. I have taken an oath on my holy Sabbath. Sabbath was a 7th day of the week that was known as a very holy day for the Jews and also for the 7th-day Adventist community of the Christians. And I have decided to have the due and forfeit of my bond. I won't exact the penalty from Antonio. If you deny it, let the danger light upon your charter and your sinner's freedom. If you deny me what I desire, what I legally deserve, then you will be imposing a danger upon the rights of freedom granted to the foreigners by the Venetian Court of Law. A weight of carried flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I would rather choose to have a pound of rotten flesh of Antonio than receive my 3,000 ducats. I will not answer that. I should not answer regarding your request to show gentleness. No, I will not. But say it's my humor. But say it's my funny character. Is it answered? Did I answer you now, Duke? But what if my house to be troubled with a rat and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? I will answer you. My desire, my wish. Mere man ko bhaya main kutta katte khaye. My desire. Say my house is troubled with rats and I spend 10,000 ducats to kill those rats, to poison the rats. My wish? Okay? What are you answering? Did you get your answer now, Duke? Some men there are loved not a gaping pig. Some men cannot stand the dish of a roasted pig with its mouth open. Their wish, their desire, their choice. Some men are mad if they behold a cat. Some men go mad when they see a cat held in arms by another man. Their wish, their desire, so my wish, my desire. And others when the bagpipe sings, and others go mad when the bagpiper plays the bagpipe, like that. They don't like that, so I don't like it. I want this pound of flesh, my wish. Singing the notes contain a unit for affection, master of passion, swayed to the moon of what it likes or knows. Because affection, love, passion, desire swings along with the mood of a person. And right now my mood is that of revenge, spite. Now for your answer, as there is no firm reason to be rendered. As for your answer, there is no firm reason for my choice. Why cannot abide a gaping pig? Why a person does not like a pig with its mouth open, the roasted pig? Why a harmless a cat? Why a man does not like a cat? Why he, a woman, bagpipe, but of course must yield to such inevitable shame? Why does a man does not like bagpipe playing? Their desires, their choice, their preferences. So my preference is to exact a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. So what is the problem? And to offend himself being offended. And to offend, to act in such a shameful way, he must have offense to others. A man who goes by his desires will always offend another person. So I'm offending you, it doesn't matter as long as I'm getting what I desire the most. I bear Antonio that I forward was a losing suit against him. Are you answered? I am bearing Antonio right now. He's losing his request to me, and I want my legal petition to be totally covered. Are you answered now? Bassanio, this is no answer, thou unfeeling man, to excuse the current of thy cruelty. This is not a response. Bassanio is saying, you are an unfeeling man, don't have any feeling. Only thing you want is to take care of the rage of cruelty that's been blossoming in your heart. Shalom, I'm not bound to please with thee my answers. I'm not compelled to please you, make you happy with my answers, alright? Bassanio, do all men kill the things they do not love? Do all men go on killing, go on a killing spree to the things they have a hatred about? Shalom, hates any man the thing he would not kill? Oh really? Does a man not hate a thing that he would not kill, that means he does not hate that thing? If I hate something, I have to kill that. What? My wish? Bassanio, every offense is not a hate at first. Every offense is not a hate. Come on, take care of your hatred. Shalom, what dost thou have? A serpent sting thee twice. You cannot let a serpent sting you twice. Now we'll be coming across Antonio's speech that I'll be doing in the forthcoming session. Alright? God bless you. See you soon. So continuing with that, scene, when Antonio tells Bassanio that, I pray you, think you are questioning with the Jew. I pray you, Bassanio, think, who are you questioning? You are questioning the Jew. You may as well go stand upon the beach and bid the main flood bait his usual height. You might as well go stand on the beach and request the tides to rise up from the usual height. Maybe they will listen to your request, but this man will not listen to your request regarding changing his heart. You may as well question, you may as well use question with the bull, why have made the eerie bleat for the lamb? You might go and question the bull, why did it kill the little baby lambs to devour itself upon them, and why did it make the mother lamb suffer? Maybe the bull will answer to you, but he will not answer to you. You may as well forbid the mountain pines to wag their high tops and to make no noise. You might go to the mountains and request the pine trees not to wag their leaves and the tops and to create noise. Maybe they will listen to your request, but Shylock will not. When they are threatened with the gusts of heaven, why the pine trees are moving when the winds from heaven were coming there? Why they were ruffling the leaves? Maybe they will tell you why, but Shylock will not give you a response regarding his hard-hearted nature. You may as well do anything most hard as seek to soften that than what's harder. You might go and soften anything in the world, but you cannot soften his hard heart. His Jewish heart, he's not a Jewish heart. Jews are evil people. Therefore, I do request you make no more offers, use no further means, but with all brief and plain conveniency, let me have judgment and the Jew his will. So do not request me anymore. Let me have my judgment, which will be in terms of death, and let the Jew have his desire fulfilled. Bassanio, for that 3,000 ducats, there is 6. Shylock's 3,000 ducats, I can refund him with 6,000 ducats. Shylock, if every ducat in 6,000 ducats were in 6 parts, even if every ducat were in 6 parts, and every part a single ducat, I would not take that from you. I would not draw them. I would have my bond, and that's it. I would have told you right, and that is it. Duke, how shalt thou hope for mercy rendering none? How can you expect mercy from anybody in your future course of life when you are not showing mercy to a man who is going to die? Shylock, what judgment shall I dread doing no wrong? What judgment will I get? You're talking about me getting a judgment when I'm doing anything wrong. You have among you many a cursed slave, which like your asses and your dogs and mules, you use in abject and slavish parts because you bought them. You Christian people, you buy slaves. You treat them like mules. Mules means a hybrid of donkey and a horse. And you call it kachar. You treat them like donkeys and you make them do all the servitude acts, and you can do that because you want to do that. Shall I say to you, did I ever ask you, let them be free, that free your slaves? Did I ever ask you, marry your slave to your heirs? No, I didn't do that. Why spread the island of burdens? Why are you burdening them? Let their beds be made as soft as yours. Let them sleep on feathery beds like you sleep. Treat your slaves properly. Have I told you that? Let their palates be seasoned with such violence. Let the place be full of culinary delights and lovely food, tasty food. You will answer, the slaves are yours. You will say, these are my slaves. I'll treat them the way I want to. The slave will ask, so do I answer you? The pound of flesh which I demand of him is dearly bought. So, like you will be asking me, the slave belongs to you people. Similarly, I am saying, this pound of flesh I have bought for 3,000 ducats. I own the flesh, which I demand of him. I bought it. It's mine and I'll have it. If you deny me, fire upon your law. If you deny me this, shame upon your Venetian law. There is no force in the degrees of Venus. I stand for judgment. There is no legal force in the legal confinement of the city of Venice that can stop me from extracting something that I legally deserve. So what the hell is wrong with you people? You got totally frustrated, Shylock. Okay? Answer. Shall I have you? Come on, answer me. I want the answer. Give me the answer. Duke, upon my power and my decree, I can dismiss this court. If I want, I can dismiss the court. Unless Valerio, a learned doctor, Valerio, I told you in the previous scene, Portia's cousin, whom I have sent for to determine this, come here today. I have sent Valerio to determine the case. He's coming here. He's sending some messenger from the doctor. My lord, there stays without a messenger with letters from the doctor. Valerio sent the messengers come with letter from Dr. Valerio. Bring us the letters. Call the messenger. Bassanio, good to Antonio, what man, courage yet. Come on, have some courage. That you shall have my flesh, blood, bones, and all. Here thou shalt not lose from you the drop of your blood. The Jew will have my blood, my bones, my flesh, before you shed a single drop of blood from your body. Antonio, I am tainted feather of the flock. I am like a sheep who is going to be slaughtered right now. Alright? Meat is for death. Like a sheep waits for his death before getting slaughtered, I am doing the same thing. The weakest kind of fruit drops earliest to the ground. The weakest fruit hanging from the boughs and branches of the tree drops to the ground at first. I am like that weak fruit right now. And so you cannot better be employed, so let me go. You cannot better be engaged. Rather than being with me and getting yourself frustrated as well, Bassanio. Than to live still and write my epitaph. And I'll give you a better engagement. You live, continue with your life, and after my death, write my epitaph. E-P-I-T-H, epitaph. It means writing on the tombstone. When a person dies, we always write something on the tombstone. Say John Doe, a great man. He lived his life to the fullest. Lived from 1947 to 1948. It was 1 year, huh? No. 1947 to 1998, 51 years. That's kind of epitaph. Writing on the tombstone. Okay? Now, Angel Marisa, dressed like a royster Jew. Came you from Padua, from Valerio? Marisa, proud of both, my lord. Valerio greets your grace. From both Portia and myself, Valerio receives greetings. Bassanio, why dost thou whet thy knife so earnestly? Why are you holding your knife like this? Because she was acting very awkwardly, dressed as a man. Shylock, to cut the forfeiture from that bankrupt death. She's holding a knife like that to take a pound of flesh from him, which will be for me. Shylock has got a one-track mind. He's a hell of a flesh eater, I guess. Gratiano, not on thy sword, but on thy soul, house Jew. You know, that flesh will go from my soul. You're getting drunk and kicked. Thou makest that knife keen, but no metal can, not the handsman axe, bear half the keenness of thy sharp envy. You know, no metal in this world is as keen to taste blood as the knife of your revenge. Even the hangman who executes people, even his axe, is not so eager to behead a person like you are eager to extract a pound of flesh from Antonio's body. Can no prayers pierce thee? Is there no prayer in this world that can pierce your heart, that can move your emotional content? Shylock, no none that thou hast wit enough to make, no, not yet. If you have intelligence enough, make one. Gratiano, oh, be thou damned inexorable dog. Oh, you are a relentless dog. You are a dog, cruel dog. And for thy life, let justice be accused. Thou almost makes me waver in thy faith to hold opinion with Pythagoras. In this kind of situation, you are making me agree to Pythagoras. You must have heard about the Pythagoras' theorem. Pythagoras was a Greek philosopher who believed that animal souls, after leaving the animal's body, used to enter human bodies. So he's saying that I think once upon a time some wolf was about to be hanged after killing a human, and just after that the wolf's soul left the wolf's body and entered your mother's body, mother's womb, while you were still unborn. And then the wolf's soul entered your soul, therefore you are as cruel as a wolf. He says that souls of animals infuse themselves into the trunks of men. That souls of animals, as per Pythagoras, left the bodies of the animals to enter the bodies of the humans. Thy cursed spirit, you doggish spirit, governed a wolf who hanged for human slaughter. Was the wolf was hanged for killing humans? Even from the gallows he fell 6 feet, and while thou released in thy unhallowed dam, while you were lying on your unholy mother's belly, he entered there and entered your body. Shylock, till thou canst weigh the sea from my bond, still you cannot move me from extracting the bond, a pound of Antonio's flesh. Thou what offendest thy lungs to speak so loud? You are forcing your lungs to speak so loud. Repair the wheat, come on, take care of the humor in your wit. Good youth, or it will fall to careless greed, or your wit will be totally destroyed. It will come to ruin. I stand here for law. I'm standing here for law. We'll continue with the scene in the next session. God bless you. All the best. Alright, so continuing with that post rule 1. Now Duke receives a letter from Dr. Valerio, and the letter reads like this. Your Grace shall understand that at the receipt of your letter I am very sick. So Dr. Valerio is saying that you won't be able to come because he was sick, but in the instant that your messenger came in, loving visitation was with me, a young doctor of Rome, his name was Balthazar. So Dr. Valerio is writing that, but since I was sick, but out of sheer coincidence, a young lawyer was with me, Balthazar, and I'm sending him. He's referring to Portia. I acquainted him, I told him everything with the case in controversy between the Jew, Shylock, and Antonio, the merchant. We turned over many books together, so Dr. Valerio is writing in the letter that Balthazar himself, they turned the pages of many law books together, and I cannot find enough comment, comes with him as very important to fill up your Grace's request in my state. So I'm sending him to look at the entire matter, and he will be taking care of the entire justice system there. So enter Portia dressed like a doctor of law. You hear the learned Valerio what he writes, and here I take it. Doctor, come, give me your hand. Come you from old Valerio? The Duke is saying, Portia, I did, my lord. You're welcome. Take your place. I am acquainted with the difference that holds this present question in the court. Do you know the conflict of interest here between Shylock and Antonio that is going on? Portia, I'm informed thoroughly of the disguised as Balthazar. Which is the merchant here and which is the Jew? Who is the merchant and who is the Jew? Shylock. Antonio and Lord Shylock both stand forth. The Jew comments, stand up please. Is your name Shylock? Shylock is my name, Portia. Of a strange nature is the suit you follow. Your legal request is of very peculiar strange nature. Yet in such news that the Venetian law cannot impugn you as you do proceed. To Antonio you stand within his danger, do you not? Is in Shylock your request is very weird, but the Venetian court of law cannot stop you from being granted your request. Antonio, do you know you are in danger in the hands of the Jew? Antonio, so he says, that's what he's saying. Portia, do you confess the bond? Do you confess that you signed the bond? Antonio, I do. Portia, then must the Jew be merciful? Then the Jew has to show the quality of mercy. Shylock, on what compulsion must I? Tell me that. Why do I need to show mercy? Tell me. Now comes the most beautiful speech in this entire drama, which is known as the speech of mercy. The mercy speech by Portia. When I was student, I moved by the speech myself. She'll be showing how the quality of mercy has got the qualities of God. It's got godly qualities, it's got divine qualities. It's a beautiful, beautiful speech. She says, the quality of mercy is not strained. The quality of mercy cannot be forced upon anybody. It should come from within the heart of a person. It droppeth as the gentle rain from heaven. It drops from heaven as a gentle drop of rain upon the place beneath, upon the earth, upon the place beneath. It is twice blessed. She's saying the quality of mercy is twice blessed. Why? It blesses the person upon whom the quality of mercy is being shown, and it also blesses the person who shows the quality of mercy. It is twice blessed. It blesses the person to whom mercy is being shown, and it also blesses the person who shows the quality of mercy. It blesses him that gives him, and him that takes. It is mightiest in the mightiest. It is the mightiest quality. It is the most powerful quality. It is the strongest quality in the strongest of the man. It becomes the throne monarch better than his crown. It becomes a more powerful weapon for a king than the powerful symbol in the terms of the crown that he wears. Because if a king is merciful, his subjects will love him all the more. His scepter is the rod that a king carries like this. You must have seen it in Hollywood movies. He carries a scepter. A scepter is a symbol of royalty, his royal powers, the symbol of a king. So the mercy is better than the crown and the scepter. His scepter shows the force of temporary power. The scepter is a temporary power for the king, but mercy will give him eternal power. The power of love that will be bestowed upon him by his subjects. The attribute to awe and majesty. Mercy will give him the qualities of awe. People will be awestruck. He will be a majestic person. Whereas that's it, the dread and fear of kings. It is better than the dreadful quality that a king harbors in the hearts of the subject. It's better than the quality of fear that's been harbored in the hearts of subjects for a king. But if the king shows mercy, then his subjects will love him out of respect. They will not be scared of him. It is enthroned in the hearts of kings. It is an attribute to God himself. Mercy should be enthroned. It should be having a place of throne. It should be having a place of throne, a place of royal enlightenment within the heart of the king. Because mercy is a quality that comes from gods themselves. Or God himself. Greeks, God themselves. Christians, God himself. We believe in a single God. Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Greeks believe in multiple gods like the Hindus. An earthly power does not show like as gods, and mercy sees in justice. We are sinners. If we do not get a quality, a tinge of mercy from God, we will be damned. We will all go to hell. We only expect for mercy from God. Similarly, everyone should show mercy. Therefore, Jew, though justice be thy plea, consider this, that in the course of justice, none of us should see salvation. Yes, Shylock, you want justice, but remember one thing. If real justice is be given to all the human beings, we will not get salvation or moksha. We will not be free from the earthly sins that we commit, because at the end of the day we are all sinners. But we hope for mercy in the hands of God. Similarly, I expect you to show some mercy towards Antonio. And that same prayer that teaches us all to render the deeds of mercy. And we all believe in the Lord's Prayer, and we all believe that God will show us mercy, and we should also show mercy to our fellow human beings. I have spoken thus much to mitigate the justice of that king. I have spoken all these things so that you are moved and you do understand that you will be getting the justice from the court of law, but you should do justice to Antonio as well, a human justice, which if thou follow, which if you follow, the strict code of Venice must needs give sentence against the merchant there. And if you do not follow the course of mercy, you only want to follow the legal course of justice, then this merchant will suffer inhumanly in the hands of the Venetian court of law. Shalom. My deeds upon my head. My deed is on my head. I crave the law, I desire for the law, the penalty and forfeit of my bond. I want my bond to be implemented. Portia, is he not able to discharge the money? Can he not repay the bond amount to you? Bassanio, yes, here I tell to him in the court, twice amount. I'm ready to give him 6,000 ducats. If that will not suffice, I'll be bound to pay 10 times. I'm ready to pay him 30,000 ducats, 10 times of the amount. On forfeit of my hands, my head, my heart. If this will not suffice, it must appear that malice bears down truth. Still, if he does not accept that, then we must accept the fact that evil qualities is totally bearing upon his head, is totally overpowering the truth here that Antonio deserves justice. And I beseech you, I request you, rest no one's the Lord to your authority, to do a great right, do a little wrong. So I request you, do a little wrong, bend the laws to do a rightful justice towards humanity. And curb this cruel devil of his will, and deny him the bond that he requires, this devilish child. Portia, it must not be. I cannot do that. There is no power in Venice can alter the decree established. There is not a single loophole in the law of Venetian code that can alter the justice guaranteed to the foreigners, because he was a Jew. It will be recorded for a precedent, and many an error by the same example will rush into the state. If we do bend the laws now, it will be recorded, and in the future due course of time, other people will follow our examples, and laws will not be handled properly, justice will not be catered properly to the people. It cannot be. Shalom. Daniel came to judgment. Daniel, you are a Daniel. Daniel was a young youth who was very wise, who gave judgmental decisions as per the Bible. He's referring Portia and disguised as Balthazar as a Daniel because she spoke in his favor just for a moment. I pray you, let me look upon the bond. Shalom. Here it is, most reverend doctor. Here it is. So we'll continue in the next session. We'll be back soon.